So, hello student, welcome back. And today we are going to continue our lesson for Form 5 Science Revision. This will be, previously we do until question 7, which is the tough one, regard to simple cell. Now we are looking at question number 8. I think this one is the easier question. Diagram 6 shows the level of the processed food which does not comply with the food regulation. So we can see that as you know, in the food you must have what? You must have the title. Title is manufacturer. You must have the ingredient. You must have what? We can see from here expiry date don't have. So from here we can see that missing will be the expiry date. And also another one will be the net weight. So of course this will be the expiry date and also the net weight. Net weight means excluding the package the plastic and the package. So that's why it's called the net weight. Or in accounting, if you got learn net profit means after you minus all the expenses, it's called net weight. Okay, that is better correct or not? Means as a consumer, not only we need to see the nutrient, we want to see the net weight. We want to know whether is it worth to buy it or not. Usually I will compare, I like to take my calculator, then when I want to buy something, I will use the price divided by the weight times 100 if you want to know to gram or to per 100 gram or per kg. Then I will compare the product, and it's good to do like this. Then I think that will be a wise consumer. Doesn't mean the packet is big, it is cheaper, or doesn't mean the packet is small, it's cheaper. I do this for shampoo. I noticed that for shampoo, actually the middle size is the cheapest. I mean, I buy sometimes Rejoice Pantene. There will be a small bottle, middle, and the big bottle. And many people thought that big bottle is cheaper. But you do some calculation, sometimes the middle bottle is the cheaper one, middle size. So that's why after I do the calculation in Speedmart, then I buy the middle size one. Okay, let's move on. Give one piece of information is not labeled required by the food regulation. So what is not given? We can say it is the expiry date and the net weight. Okay, name one chemical substance shown on the label that is prohibited for excessive consumption. Means you cannot eat too much. So let's look at here. We have the prawn, flour, sodium, chloride, monosodium glutamate, sucrose, and boric acid. So which one cannot eat too much? Sodium chloride? No, the answer is not sodium chloride.
Boric acid.
Boric acid, yes. Either you can say it is boric acid or monosodium glutamate.
What is monosodium glutamate?
MSG, monosodium glutamate. So it is MSG is Ajinomoto. So it makes the food taste better. And one thing we are not going to concern about this, because actually there are a lot of chemical like Ajinomoto, but monosodium glutamate is more special. It makes the food taste nicer when you add it. For example, like whatever you want to cook rice no you cook mee soup or the meat or the chicken chop, you put the Ajinomoto MSG and it tastes nice. And the special thing about MSG is you cannot put too much. Somehow if you put too much, it don't taste nice. If you're a person that like to cook, you know that if you put too much Ajinomoto, it just tastes weird. So there's a lot of chemical that can increase the food taste. But the best one the government approved is only MSG, because MSG is when you put too much, the food won't taste nice. So you need to control. Some other amount, if you put more, it's nicer. So it's being banned by the government. And the boric acid, I think they used to wash the mee, the yellow color mee, something like that. That's why they also say don't eat so much of the mee, the yellow color mee, like the Chinese always say, because they say they wash it with boric acid, and long-term health is not good. That's why some, if you heard the parents say sometimes eat bee-hoon is better than the mee, because mee you need to use the, I'm not sure this one they use it boric acid to wash it. So yeah, so that one, yeah. Sodium chloride means what does it mean by sodium chloride?
Salt.
Yes, so it is salt. So salt is permitted by the government.
Also can't eat too much, right?
Yeah, you cannot eat too much of the salt, but if you want to compare to MSG and boric, I think boric acid will be the worst lah. And MSG also is worse, but it is, you don't want to put it too much. If put it too much means not people want to buy. It won't taste nice. Salt and so on. Yep. So these are the some of the things that maybe correlate with cancer also. So don't eat so much. MSG help you the hair to fall down like me. I'm getting lesser hair. And I think it will cause stress and depression. I don't know lah. Last time I read one of the articles say that MSG also will cause stress and depression. So if you are too stressed, maybe you eat too much of Ajinomoto. I'm not sure. Sometimes I read they say God. Sometimes I read it as well. Or maybe the significant level is very low. Means will make you more stressed, but not really significant. Not significant means not really important lah. Maybe make you stress is your money, your family, and MSG is the least. Last time I studied psychology, there is a stress level 1, 2, 3, 4. The most stress is the death of spouse 100. The scoring lah. Means if the wife or the husband die, the second will be the death of father or parent, something like that. That will be 50. I forget the score, but I know the top one is the death of your spouse. Okay, give one reason. Where was I? Name one chemical substance. So this is the answer. Boric acid and also monosodium glutamate, or the short one we call it MSG. But when you buy, they are very smart, because they know that this word is not good, so the company change the word. I think they changed to what monosodium or bisodium, I don't know, but something like when you read, you know that it is nearer to the word monosodium glutamate. It is monosodium glutamate. It's just like for marketing purpose, they are trying their best to change the name so that you don't know that you are eating this thing. So yep. Okay, name one chemical substance. Wait, I already do this one. Okay, MSG. Don't put MSG there. Put boric acid. Okay. Give one effect of the chemical substance in 8B1. So one effect. What is the effect of boric acid? It causes asthma. Asthma and disrupt digestive. Disrupt digestive. How about if I say monosodium glutamate? What is the side effect? Pressure. So here, according to the marking scheme, it say mental retardation, or even cancer. That is why I say the food actually affect nowadays more and more people getting cancer as you compare to the previous day when my father or my grandfather, which is 60 years old, or maybe now when you're watching this is very old lah, and they seldom have cancer during the last time, and now we can see that people are having more cancer, and more parents are giving birth to a children that is have slight autism. And you see nowadays when you go shopping, you can see more and more children there. When the parent bring the children out, the children actually like a bit mental issue lah. So it is highly correlated with the food that we eat. So now since we are young, always eat healthy food. State the method of preservation that is used to process this food. So of course we can see this picture is a prawn cracker. So what is the thing that to make this food, preserve this food? So for this one, it's called dehydration. Of course drying lah, but the better word will be dehydration. Okay, so dehydration means drawing the water out from the food. So That's why dehydration also we don't say just for food. Sometimes we say the people or the person is dehydrated, so the person fell unconscious because not enough drinking water. Sometimes you see people standing up too hot and then they start to collapse and they faint. Sometimes because they didn't drink water and then they have a dehydration. Explain how the method 8C1 help in preserve food. 8C1 is dehydrated. How it help to preserve food?
Water, yeah.
So it will get rid of water or it withdraw the water. Okay, it get rid water from the food, or you can say withdraw the water from the food or taken the water out from the food, whatever lah whatever terms that you want to use, up to you, as long as the examiner understand that you understand that just to take the water out from the food. Very good. As a consumer, what is the importance of reading the label? So what is the important? So this is a brain, okay, but you cannot find in the book, so I just draw the brain. So why is it important? Yeah, to understand that, so that consumer will know the food safety. Okay, so many things you can say lah. Okay, to know the expiry date, to prevent from food poisoning, to prevent from allergy, to prevent from being cheated. So there are many answers you can write, up to you lah. So this one a lot of answer, so that you can understand. Okay, diagram 9. Diagram 7 show an aeroplane of the forces. Okay, so what are the three forces? So there's a force go down, which is the gravity that is pulling down the plane. So what is the L? Thrust force. But usually I remember as up thrust lah, but the book say THURST. Sorry, I spelled wrong. Up thrust. Okay, so this one is THRUST. Sorry, my spelling error. THRUST, thrust force. And the book answer is thrust force, but usually I write up thrust. And the forward, what is the force for the forward? So this will be the sorry, the book here is up thrust. This one I am confirmed. The thrust force is supposed to be here. THRUST, thrust force. So let me take the liquid and erase this. That's why I say why they use this term. But I see wrongly the marking scheme, sorry. So this one you can write up thrust, or this one is say here as a lift force. Okay, and for M it will be drag force. For this one you need to know so the down will be the force of gravity force, the forward will be a thrust force. This one usually I put up thrust, but the answer in the book is lift force, and there will be a drag force. Okay, so when you look at this thing, we need to understand, in order to make this plane go up, the lift force of the up thrust must be higher than the weight, because the weight of the plane is pulling it down. So let's say this plane is let's say it is 20 ton, means 20,000 kg. The up thrust for this plane, this one at least it must be more than 20,000. Either it is the same or more. If it is the same, means at least the plane is staying at the same altitude. It's not going up, because you are 20 going up, 20 going down, so the plane will fly just straight. If you increase it, then the plane will go up. If you decrease it, for example like 19000 force, so the plane will come down. The thrust force is the thrust to go in front, because of course you can have this engine which actually help the thrust force to go in front, and the thing that is pulling back it will be usually the friction. That's why they say is the drag force. When you want to drag something, there is a friction, so actually the friction is slowing, so the thrust force must be more than the friction. If not, the plane cannot go in front. So the plane want to go in front, the thrust force must be higher than the drag force. So that is the concept of for the plane. So the plane is using Bernoulli principle.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I blow this paper, will this paper go up if I blow like this? Usually I blow like this, the paper will go up, correct or not? Or will the paper go up, or will it stay down here if I like this blow the paper?
Go down lah.
Go down. Let's see. So you can try this lah. It will go up. How about if I take two paper? If I blow in the between, the paper will open or the paper will stick? If I blow in the middle,
Speed.
stick. So let's see if I blow in the middle. So the paper stick instead of going apart. So this is the Bernoulli principle, meaning that if, that's why the wing of the plane is like this, the wing of the plane is something like this. The wind travel up is faster and slow. If it is faster, it will create a upthrust, low pressure.
High velocity, low pressure.
Yeah, if it is faster means it will cause low pressure and it will create a upthrust. For example, like this. I put the paper here, I blow. If the wind is very fast and up here, it will create low pressure, and low pressure will create upthrust. That's why this paper will go up. So same with the plane. You want the plane to go up, what you need to do is you just need to make sure the wind up is fast. Not only fast, make sure it is very fast, so that it has enough of the upthrust to overcome the, here say lift force enough lift force to overcome the weight of the plane. Then the thing will go up. That is why sometimes in the train they put the what? In the train what they put?
Oh, the yellow lines.
Yeah, they put the yellow line. So this is the train. They put the yellow line. And don't step in the yellow line slot. Many people don't know. They say, I stand here also never mind one ma. Because stand here also no hit me ma, the train in front. Yes. Try if you want to die faster. you go in front of the line, sometimes the train come very fast. So when the train come very fast, it will create a low pressure. So you will go in front. So when you go in front, you will hit the train. Then you will injure yourself. So that is a purpose. When something is moving fast, you don't go too near. Same with the usually bus or lorry accident with the motorcycle. Sometimes this is the lane. The bus go very fast. Whatever lah, bus usually is big lah, something big lorry or what. And this is the cyclist, motorbike. Even though you don't touch, but you go too fast, it will create a low pressure. When it creates low pressure, the motorbike will bang. So this is usually the common accident that I see, and many people thought that it's the lorry fault. Of course, usually it's the lorry fault lah. When you go too near and too fast, it will create a low pressure, and you know lah, motorbike, little bit low pressure, go to the right means it is accident. Of course, one thing I also know that the usually lorry driver like this, and also bus driver or the big vehicle, there either they didn't study physics or they are not good drivers, so they just drive very near and fast, and eventually it cause accident. So this is the Bernoulli principle. Okay, now let's look at the question. Oh, here got already that I do until so difficult. Sorry, drag, the one that I thought is like so difficult. Drag force is here because it's drag. Thrust force, lift force, then you know lah, lift force is lift it. Usually I use up thrust, but here it say lift force. Thrust force is, the last one is the thrust. Okay, down one, in case the question asks, sometimes they will put something like, here they put force, sometimes they will put like gravity force to pull the thing down, or the weight, whatever lah. I don't know what the question want to ask. Name the shape of the aeroplane that able the force to experience the force. So what is the shape of the plane?
What's the shape of the plane?
Start
Aerofoil
with
shape.
A.
Aerofoil shape.
Aerofoil shape, very good. So aerofoil shape, something like this. So the wind will go up like this, for example like this. The plane. So the wind go up like this, here will be faster. Here, down here, it will be slower. So if the speed is faster up here, it will create, again, low pressure. Low pressure will pull the thing up. It will create upthrust. Then the thing, but of course you need it to be very fast lah. Very slow it just doesn't work. That's why the plane fly very fast. The plane also designed to have a metal that's very light, duralumin. So the plane is very light and expensive. The weight, that's why your luggage also they calculate you money, because all of these need a lot of money. What is the principle involved?
Bernoulli's Principle.
Bernoulli Principle. So how to spell? B-E-R-N.
N-O-U-L-L-I.
Bernoulli Principle. Okay, Bernoulli Principle. So this is the person that has eventually found the thing. Wow, very good lah. I think maybe one day we will see the, don't know, the Elon Musk principle or not. The one that can make the rocket come down. I mean, it's a breakthrough in science. So it's a this guy is a breakthrough. He's the one that able the plane to, this principle able the plane to fly, and Elon Musk is able the rocket to come down vertically. I don't know lah. Who knows? One day, next 100 years, they will study about him. And they will study about Bill Gates. They will study about Jeff Bezos. Why is an aeroplane unable to fly? Why?
Not enough thrust.
Not enough thrust. This one is a break. Why the plane cannot go up to the space? K-bite question.
It is not designed to fly to outer space.
No lah, no mark lah. Of course we know it cannot fly in space because it is not designed to fly. Why? In terms of science term.
Terms of science, too heavy.
Too heavy? No lah.
Not enough thrust lah. Not enough thrust, right?
Not enough thrust? No lah. Because in the space, okay, there is no air in the space.
Yeah.
So there is no air. So when you turn the thing, that thing is going to suck wind. There is no wind, no air for the plane to suck it. So even though you put out the space and you try to on it, and even I let the engine turn on, it cannot even move 1 cm because there is no air. And many things you can say, and because there's no air, there's no the thrust force. When there is no thrust force, there is no lift force, if they want you to explain. That is why in order for the thing to move, you need to use the principle of momentum in the space. For example, like the rocket. Let's say this is the rocket. The reason the rocket can fly because of what? Because of the momentum of the principle of momentum, there is fire. Throw at a very high speed, because the speed is very fast when the fire come out. So if the faster the speed come out, it will create more force. Like when you go to the space, you cannot move. No matter what you do, you cannot. So what you can do is you take something and throw, but when you throw something, you will go behind. But if you throw faster, you will go behind faster. So that's why the fire need to be very fast lah. The faster the fire go, the better. Then it will save the fuel, and the rocket will have more more energy to go up to the space.
Mm.
State one condition that able an aeroplane to maintain at a constant speed.
One condition.
To maintain at constant speed. So the
drag force.
thrust force is equal to what? Thrust force equal to drag. Drag force.
Okay.
Sometimes they put here drag force lah, or what is this called? Drag force. Yeah, drag force. So of course, if it is equal, for example, up here is 20,000 Newton. Let's say behind 20,000 Newton, you will have a constant acceleration, is it? Or constant speed. Yeah, you will have a constant speed. Because if here is more, let's say I put here 1, then I will have acceleration. And if it's constant like this mathematical question, if it's constant 21 and 20 behind, 20,000 behind, there will be a constant acceleration. But it is the same 20,000 Newton with behind 20,000 Newton, it will be a constant speed. But never mind, I don't think the exam will ask, but I hope you understand. It just who knows one day the question. So there is the difference between the constant speed and constant acceleration. Anything you want to ask? Okay, so we will take a short break and I see you by 12 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.